I like going through your social media posts, and you've always got some interesting things to discuss. And
you mean just like bullshit?
No. Well, one of them, which I think's very topical, is the spate of transgender athletes competing in women's sports. And I thought it was funny when that AFL transgender person started playing women's AFL, and I guess there was, various panels, and I guess it's the politically correct thing to say that it's okay, and a female athlete was, I play against women who are 6'2" and whatever, and it's fair, but I think when it starts becoming a reality and that these athletes start beating women, I think we're going to have an issue.
Yeah, I don't get that, because if you're a man, you can take female hormones and stuff that will change your voice maybe, or change your body appearance and grow breasts and stuff, but you can go get it lopped off and get a vagina made, but you're still a man who, there are strong women out there, don't get me wrong, so the women saying that, there's big women and that, but when you're sometimes on teams where the women could be a bit smaller and not as strong, and you're a man now, but you've transgendered or just changed into a woman, you're still basically sometimes a lot stronger and could be faster. Not saying there aren't strong women out there, but to me it's like you just can't do that. It's like, why can't you just have men's sports and women's sports? It's like that one thing where the guys talk about the Boy Scouts and the women fought long and hard, girls fought long and hard to get in the Boy Scouts. You had Girl Guides, you got your own group, and and she's like, well, where's it said that only boys can be in it? He's like, in the name, Boy Scouts. It's like, I can't go to a woman's only gym and try to get in there, so I don't understand why women always want to try and enforce themselves in the men's stuff, and then you have, like I said, you have some men want to be women going into women's now, but I just don't get the whole thing, because you have transgender, and then it's like to me it was like back in the old days, it was just you were gay, and there was lesbians, and then there was gay men. Then you had transsexuals, so if you were a man and you wanted to be a woman and you had the operation, to me now you're a woman. And or vice versa, if you're a woman and you want to become a man, now you're a man. So I don't get why we get these, now we've got the ones that say, well, I'm non-binary. I'm neither.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean you're fucking neither? Well, I don't associate with being male or female. It's like, look in your pants, dickhead. Whatever you got in there is what you are. Your non-binary is your fucking loose of grip with fucking reality, saying, oh, I don't associate with male or female, I associate more with a tree. I'm going to be a fucking tree. It's like, it's just fucking bullshit. You'll have a one or the other still, or you do get the ones who might just be transsexual who still are men, but they just like getting dressed up as women, so that's fine too, but I got no problem with it. When you're getting into sports though, it's a totally different thing, where I think there was one guy that was thinking he went on to women's wrestling, and now he wrestles in women's things and beats the women wrestling. It's like, well, come on, you still basically got a guy's strength in there and stuff.
Yeah.
But there still are a lot of women wrestlers who could maybe take him down, but at the moment it hasn't happened. So if they want to do that, and there's enough of them, get their own transgender team, or a team for people that have been male and now become female and stuff like that. But okay, if you're a man and you want to be a woman, or you're a woman and you want to be a man, because there are some women that want to become men and you go play in a men's sport, if you get the shit knocked out of you, don't come fucking crying. It's like, there were some women the other day trying to go on about the army and sue because they got yelled at and cried and shit. Men get yelled at all the time in the fucking military, so if your little bleeding heart can't take it now, there's so many of this fucking bleeding heart bullshit that goes on with, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's like, we're getting fucking softer and weaker when it comes to kids growing up. Everyone's a fucking winner. We can't have winners and losers and shit. It doesn't get them ready for the real fucking life out there. You got to be hard on people. And spanking doesn't hurt. We all got spanked. I got spanked. You got spanked. My parents got spanked. Their parents before them got fucking spanked. They all grew up fine. None were serial killers. None turn out to be beating other fucking people up. So, you're a product of your environment, sure, but a smack doesn't turn someone into a fucking serial killer or hurt their fucking ego and make them this and that. Like, you can't say this to kids. It's almost like you can't say no to a kid now. It's like, well, we have to take these commercials off TV with Cocoa Pops and that because kids are getting obese. No, it's the fucking parents. It's not the fucking Cocoa Pop ads, or it's not McDonald's getting them fat. You know, the kid who's 4 or 5 years old, he ain't going to fucking Coles or Woolworths reaching up buying the box of Cocoa Pops. It's the fucking parents. So people have to start taking fucking responsibility for themselves and their own actions. And when it comes to that type of shit, oh, McDonald's made me fat. No, it didn't. You made yourself fat. Well, me being fat and obesity is a disease. It's not a fucking disease, it's a choice. Yes, some people do have problems with their thyroids and that. And it's funny because the ones that have told me, I have a problem with my thyroid and this and that, I put weight on because of my hormones, they're the same people that are still eating fucking junk food. So if you've got a problem that you know where you put weight on easy or you can't get rid of it, why are you eating bad food? You know it's bad, so why keep eating it? When you try and eat a bit cleaner to try and help your fucking problem. But they get back to the ones that don't have any thyroid problem, that don't have any fucking medical issues, they just get fat and say, well, I've got a disease. It's like drug addicts, they say it's a disease. No, it's not. It's a fucking choice. You weren't a drug addict before you first used that drug. You made the decision to put that fucking drug in your body, whether it be cocaine, heroin, ice, whatever. You did it, you liked it, you got addicted to it, and then you kept fucking using it. That's not a disease, that was your fucking choice. So you're not born with a fucking, here's a new disease, I'm a fucking drug addict. They've got to fucking label everything these days, and I'm fucking sick of it. People just need to be held accountable and responsible for their own actions and choices they make. Yes, some people might turn to drinking and that, say alcoholism is a disease. No, it's not, it's a choice. You still decided to drink, whether it be because you had issues in life or you couldn't handle life, you couldn't handle your job, so you decided drinking, and you loved that feeling you got being drunk because it got rid of all life's problems, so now you keep drinking. That wasn't a disease, that's a choice you're making, and now you're addicted to it because of the alcohol that's in the fucking drugs. It's like smoking, but gets addicted because of the stuff they put in it. It isn't a fucking disease out there. I can't go out into the fucking bush somewhere, get bit by a wild animal, or get stuck by something in the fucking forest, and suddenly I've got fucking alcoholism disease, do I? I can get a rusty nail and get fucking tetanus, because that's something I can go to the hospital and have an operation and get a staph infection and those type of things. I can get my fucking malaria from a fucking mosquito, but if a mosquito bites me, oh fuck, I'm an ice addict, I got a fucking disease all of a sudden. It doesn't fucking happen. They're your life choices. If they're your life choices, you fucking live with them, but stop making fucking excuses for everything. Fucking over it. Everyone's just become too fucking soft.
Back to the transgender.
Oh, that's what we're talking about, weren't we?
But would you ever consider competing in the
women's bodybuilding? No, because they're bigger than me.
Well, I guess
you'll get fucking beaten by them.
Yeah,
so no.
I guess there's.
Oh, look who fucking come over as soon as you said transgender. Look who fucking popped up. Fucking Maddie. Fuck, what's going on over there? Pictures?
Oh,
Pictures?
No, a question for me.
I'm an expert on this.
No, he
what age we talking? He says, Maddie.
he keeps well abreast. He was all over the. He had a bit of a crush on the New Zealand weightlifter that was allowed. I
don't think I've seen Maddie with this much hair. What's going on?
Allowed to compete.
It's just a new look. It's a new look, isn't it? Fuck.
Yeah, he grows his hair.
He really looks like a pedo now. Yeah. Those glasses and that hair. Fucking hell.
He starts growing the hair longer, gets the Justin Bieber look for Schoolies Week.
Oh, yeah. He's a toolie, isn't he? A toolie. And then when they have a description of the guy, here's the guy with glasses and hair, comes back fucking... Gets the contacts in, that wasn't me. I just got one of those faces that looks like a pedo. I get stopped a lot. Yeah. Fuck, he was here as quick as he could when he heard transgender.
No. What?
Okay. We're just getting into the nitty gritty. We might have needed your opinion on something.
He'll tell you about the nitty gritty.
Fuck.
No, I think that with the transgender issue, I think people should be free.
I think you should be free to do what you want. If you want to get sex changes, go right ahead. If you want to, if that's how you feel, because like I said, a lot of it's not a choice. That's how they feel because of the hormones they have. I'm all for it. If that's what makes you happy, like I'm all for that. You know, you got to do what makes yourself happy in life. Fuck what other people think. But when it comes to sports, then it's just another.
Yeah.
It's a different thing. It'd be like saying that, you know, if some business was looking for a male person and you come in as a female, say you're a male, and if you act like a male, fine, you can get it. But when it comes down to things like sports, it's hard to say because, sadly, like I said, there are great women athletes out there, but a lot of times when you see running, when you see Usain Bolt compared to a female sprinter, the male's always, you know, quicker. When you see weightlifting, yes, there's fucking strong females, but the male's always going to be dominant. So if you had a male weightlifter going into a female weightlifting, chances are he's probably going to fucking win and stuff like that. So even though they've taken the hormones to change their appearances and stuff, deep down they still have, look, they can get, sure you can get hormones that cut your testosterone level down, but I know a lot of males who have low testosterone just because they got older, but they're still stronger than a fucking woman. So you can have fucking almost no testosterone, but you're still going to be sometimes naturally stronger. So in sports, I don't agree with it at all, the type thing, unless they just make up their own classes for people who have had the operations and want to do that. So
yeah, I think when it starts impacting on other people, like I'd feel so sorry for.
Well, just say you had some female wrestler that's always won and that always won. She's a top champion, and all of a sudden, this man has a sex change. Now he's a woman. He comes in a wrestling, and all of a sudden now he just starts winning. All of a sudden, she was the best in the world, but now this guy who was a guy, is now Mary. Mary starts winning. It's just not fair. So you know.
Yeah, that's where I think, you know, they should be happy that society's more accepting now of their choices, but when it comes to competitive sport, look, it's just going to be one of those things in life where, you know, every decision's got good and bad points, and and you know, you can still...
You can't be in everything. It's like, you know, they're coming back to the whole theory of, like, coming up this new age of people where no one says no to them. You know, you're a winner no matter what happens. No, you're not. You're a fucking loser. So if your son does lose at something, or your daughter loses at something, teach them, look, that doesn't make that person better than you. On that day, though, they were. But what you have to do now is go back, practice hard, study hard, whatever it may be, in a test, a job, study harder, and come back next time, and you can maybe win. So it's like, you don't just tell them, okay, that's all right, you didn't win, but okay, you're still a winner. So they're like, oh wow, I still get a trophy, I still get a medal. So they just think, well, that was good, I got that. You got to learn the hard way. That's the way life is. Life is fucking hard. You have winners and losers, but like I said, turn that, if you don't win, into a positive, and go out, train harder, whatever it is, study harder to be the best you can be. And like I said, no matter how good you are, you can be the best champion, but someone's going to come along and be better. That's just the way life is. There's always going to be someone better than you, no matter what you do, unless you get to the very top and you're the best for a while, which there are certain athletes that are, but you know, you just got to accept it in all walks of life, office, business, anything. But people just nowadays can't accept that, so can't have anything now that will upset their little minds.
Well, it's literally how the world evolved, the law of the jungle, the strongest survive,
and we are still animals deep down, so. But now it's like you don't have that anymore, and like I said, since the whole smacking debacle went out the window and that, look at kids now, majority, you see more shit on TV with the news, social media. Kids have no respect anymore, they don't do this, they don't do that. They just like I said, because they know you can't do nothing to me, you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm not responsible for my actions because, well, you know, I've got a problem now. If I murdered someone, but that's because, you know, they marked me down the test at school with red fucking biro that sent my fucking brain into overdrive. So now I'm a mass serial killer. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous.